Shalom and good day all, and welcome to Super Sun's Fortress of Attitude, where today, for our Super Sons related story, which centers around Damian Wayne, I am going to be reviewing Truth and Justice, issue 6. And my goodness, this is a pretty fun story. I'll be able to show you some of the inside soon. But as you can see in front of me, I've got two covers. And this was worth picking up. It's a bit of a one-off story within the Truth and Justice storyline. But for what it is, I really enjoyed it. So, first things first, let's move into rating for the covers. Now, do both of these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside the story? You bet they do. For the first cover, which is on the left-hand side, I gave it a 7 out of 10. For the variant cover, which is on the right-hand side, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the internal art. Now this is some of the art around the beginning. I'll now move to the middle. This is the art around the middle. And finally towards the end. And this is it towards the end. I must admit, I really enjoyed the art in this. It was pretty consistent in all the way. Though very cartoonish in some spots, it was still fun. To which I gave the art a rating of 7 out of 10. Now the next fun part, what about the story? Now with how this story was done, at the beginning, I want to point out, at the beginning of the story, Damien sort of didn't feel like he was in character, but by the time it moved into the middle, Damien was back in character, and that showed towards the end. To which we start off with the first things that I enjoy seeing in the story. References, they weren't really necessary in this, so they made no appearance, but I'm not too worried about. In regards to time, we got 6 hours earlier, to which we got to see what was happening before Damien turned up where you actually saw him in the story, at the beginning of the story. Of course, with the locations, we had the Batcave, we had the location of Turkey, which was really interesting, Istanbul to be accurate, and of course even Ra's al Ghul's little hideout. The cast consisted, of course, Damian Wayne as Robin, Nightwing, we had Orphan, Batgirl, even Alfred made an appearance, and that was really nice, really awesome. We had Red Hood and Red Robin. No, I'm not going to call Tim Drake or Robin. I'm calling him Red Robin. Of course, we had Ra's al Ghul, and last but not least, Batman at the end. And it was just really heartwarming of how this story was. And pretty much with the story is the Bat family is preparing a birthday for Damien. And as that birthday is being prepared, it gets pretty much gate crashed by two particular deities from two different parts of the Middle East. And one, I think, represents a Hittite, and the other ones represent someone else. And it was really interesting as to how that came across in the story, because it connected to a staff that Ra's al Ghul actually had, and of course Ra's al Ghul offered Damien this staff as a way for his eternal life, or so he could live eternally just like his old man. Damien, of course, refuses, but he's a real hero. He manages to return the staff to who it rightfully belongs to, and I'm not going to spoil the end because he gets a hug. And I love the hug. More hugs for Damien. To which I gave this story a rating of 8.5 out of 10. Well, I'll see you again at Super Sun's Fortress of Attitude, to which the next two things that I'll be reviewing for this, reviewing for this website and this category, will be Robin, the latest issue, and the latest and first issue of Superman, Son of Kal-El, which centers around John Samuel Kent. Now, with those two particular comics, one will be going out on my Thursday, and the following will be the Friday. So pay attention for it and stay tuned. So see you again at Super Sons, the Fortress of Attitude, and have an awesome day.